Very good evening, folks. What is happening? I hope everyone is doing good on this fine Thursday night. Hello to everyone out there. I said I'd pop on, have a chat with you. Obviously, it's been a lot of talk of a couple of players linked to us over the last 24 hours. And we're going to talk about these players. Let's see what they can offer. If there's any source is true with it. So hello to anyone that's tuning in on Facebook, that's tuning in on YouTube, and that's tuning in on X. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'll put the link up. I'm trying to push for this 18,000 subs by the end of the summer. We're 500 away, so if you can be sound, if subscribe to the channel in your time, in your spare time, it would be really appreciated. We're going to talk about add the video again on the channel. We're going to talk about the new jersey. We're going to talk about the goalkeeper jersey. We're going to talk about this Man United number 2. We're going to talk about Daniel Amartley. We're going to talk about Daniel Podence as well. I know he's not linked with Celtic. He was linked with Celtic last season. And we're going to talk about players that should leave the club in this window as well. A lot of channels are being talking about, is Brendan going to be backed? What does Brendan need? The same shite, which we're all talking about. And okay, I completely understand the content creators and they do a good job. But at the end of the day, money talks. Money talks. We can't go into this transfer window and spend about 15 million. As I've said so many times on the channel, they could trim the squad and get it down, but we need around 24 to 25 players. And that's the most important thing. Hello to Tipperary Boy. Hello to Paul. Hello to Tommy Toby Mack. Hello to. It's good to see a good few people. And I'm wearing my Alistair Johnson jersey tonight as well. If you can see that on me. Good old Canada jersey. Big AJ up the boys. So it's gonna pop on for about half an hour, 40 minutes. Don't burn too much waffling. We're going to talk about things and get the questions in. Most of all, get the questions in. I know some of the questions are very repetitive, and that's okay. That's okay. It's okay. So it looks like O could be on his way out Celtic. There's been reports in the last couple of hours that Celtic are willing to listen to offers for O. I'm kind of delighted with that news, to be honest, because I don't think he's done enough. Couple of goals. Yeah, he looked all right. I think we were bluffing ourselves up when he came in. Like I was bluffing myself. I was like, oh, he's a real physical player. He could be another Yakamakis. And I'm just like, you know what? No. What was I talking shit for? Like I talked shit about Abby Yeti when he came in the door as well. Absolutely brutal. Seeing that LA been offered a 4-year contract, a cut price of 3 million. I don't believe it, man. There's obviously I've heard rumors 10 million quid. I don't know if Celtic are going to pay 10 million for a goalkeeper. To be honest, which is we're going to pull up his stats. Great starting off point. Let's see this now. We're going to have to beat your comment off a minute, Robert. So this is a bit of his breakdown. Obviously signed for Man United last year. 26 years of age. So he's 6'5". His current market transfer value is 10 million. But let's be honest. Are Celtic going to pay 10 million for a goalkeeper? Definitely not. He's a Turkish number 1 as well. Very composed with the ball at his feet. I think this would be a no-brainer. Do you know if I was Celtic, what I'd do is I'd go in with a loan move with an option to buy. Why not? Give him the Champions League experience. Works out for both parties, and it means if he settles in the Celtic shorts and he's loving life in Glasgow, we can go in and buy him. We'll go in and buy him. I think it's the safe option, to be honest. I know a lot of people want permanent deals, but when the company are dealing with the likes of Manchester United, one of the biggest clubs in the world, but haven't been that much successful recently, except for the FA Cup win. I think it's a no-brainer. Go in with the loan move. See does he settle up in Glasgow, and then we'll see what happens. Obviously this guy here from the Daily Mail shot the speculation down. He said that basically he wants to stay at Manchester United and fight for his place ahead of try to get ahead of Andre Onana. He's not going to get ahead of Onana. Look, Onana is a good keeper, good shot stopper, pulled off some really good saves in the FA Cup final, but kind of reminds me of David De Gea in his first season at Man U, bit of a liability. So See what happens with regards to the Turkish number one, Altay. I can't even pronounce his name right, folks. I'm sorry. But I struggle with some of these names. Just being honest. I'll get there. So see what happens with regards to him. We'll go back onto it. So here's another guy we're linked with. We're linked with Ghanaian defensive midfielder. He can play centre back, he can play left back, he can play right back. He's worked up with Brendan Rodgers at Leicester. He's won a Premier League, he's won an FA Cup, he's won a Charity Shield, he's Champions League experience behind him, he's Europa League experience behind him. Ticks the boxes, 6'1". This is a no-brainer. Reports come from Turkey that Celtic and Besiktas are in negotiations of a deal of £3.5 million. I hope we get this guy over the line. I'm actually excited about this guy. I think, we need a bit of spine, we need a bit of pace, we need a bit of aggression. Kind of reminds me of a Victor Wanyama kind of player. Wanyama could play right back, left back, centre back, defensive midfield, attacking midfield. He had that versatility about Wanyama. So I think Amartley for me, it's a no-brainer. I think it could be a Scott Sinclair 2.0. I know he's a defensive midfielder. Amartley compared to Scotty, that was an attacking midfielder. But Rodgers walked with him. Rodgers knows how to get the best out of him. So let's see how Amartley falls out. Look at Queevy and Keller's been linked to us. Queevy and Keller's been linked to us for the last 18 months. He came out yesterday and said that basically he's enjoyed his time at Liverpool, but he technically wants to move on and fight for a number one spot. And Celtic would be ideal for him. He's going to get Champions League football. He'd be adored up here. He'd play high-profile games against the likes of Glasgow teams and stuff. I just think, plus he wants to push to get that number one shirt for Ireland. Gavin Vanzulu is back up in the Premier League now, got promoted with Southampton. Congratulations to former Celtic player Stuart Armstrong as well, getting promoted. Stewie was a good player for Celtic. He was really, really good player for Celtic. I thought he done well. Yeah. So I'm on form tonight. What I'm looking for most folks, just to be honest, it's just a free sub. If you can press that, subscribe to the channel, we really appreciate it, folks. I really want to get this 18,000 subs by the end of the summer. Like, I'm putting the graft in. Some of the stuff is not accurate. Some of the stuff is just paper talk. And I'll be honest, we all talk about it. It's like sitting down with your mate in the pub and say, "Oh, this player, what do you think of this player? He's shy, he's good, he's shy," But if all goes out, I think it should be a package. I think and Yang should be offloaded, should be punted, completely punted. And I just think these K-League players are just not up to standard. I know Kwan had a decent spell at St. Mirren, and a question mark is there with Kwan because I didn't see much of him in the Celtic shirt. We seen him play coming off the bench against Athletic Bilbao and then playing against Wolves in the Aviva Stadium, which he was absolutely minced that day. So maybe Kwan has a point to prove, maybe. So yeah, let's see what the comments are going through. I wonder what top you were wearing there. It's AJ, it's Alistair Johnston. Canada top. So yeah, thought I'd rock it out, Up the Canadians. What about Ida? Look, I think Ida is going to be a PR signing, to be honest. I think Adam Ida will come to Celtic. I know a few people last night said, what about Shankland? What about Mravosky? What about Krivistagaard? What about this? Krivistagaard has not come to Celtic, folks. Bromby are going to be stubborn with him and try to get about 8 million for him. As I said, he hasn't even been capped for Denmark, and they're pushing the price tag up. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous for Krivistagaard. Yeah, he's good at holding the balls. He's a tall, physical player. Mravosky off, obviously, Aberdeen, experience of scoring in the Conference League, European football. He's done well for North Macedonia. You've seen him against England, done pretty decent. He scored against us a couple of times. I know some fans are like, I don't want him because he was doing this against us. It's football. It's a job. It's a bit of banter. Get over it. He done this. Players do it all the time. I'm not going to hold grudges for a player that has decent attributes. Let him come in, and if we do sign Mravosky, if Ida doesn't come in, I wouldn't be thinking the end of the world. I think he'd be a good, league player. I think Kyogo is the Champions League player here. Kyogo is the big game player. and hopefully we can start seeing Kyogo getting back to that level. I know there was obviously rumours yesterday about Red Diamonds interested in Kyogo, and this was the source. This guy here, Marco Molla from Japan, he dropped a tweet saying that Red Diamonds are interested in Kyogo. This is their current stats. They're sixth in the J League, halfway through the season. This is Kyogo's stats for Celtic: 133 games, 73 goals, 15 assists, seven trophies. We have his 3 league titles, his 2 league cups. Obviously, we all remember him scoring in the against Hibs, when obviously Hibs scored, and within kickoff we scored, and then he scored that absolute wonder of a lob as well. Gives me the butterflies talking about Kyogo at times. We look at his volley at Ibrox, his goal at around the new year, like unbelievable stuff. He's really good memories, but he wasn't at the races this season. He scored 19 goals. I've said this on the channel a couple of times. It doesn't feel like he scored 19 goals. The big goals stick out, but at the end of the day, stats talk. He helped us win the league, and hopefully he's in a long-term contract with Celtic, as you see here on the screen, 27. I personally feel with Kyogo, folks, and I know a lot of you might disagree or agree with me. I think Kyogo will leave at the end of next season. That's my honest opinion on it. I think, he's 29 now. He's still got a good few years left in him. Unbelievable finisher of the ball. Great relationship with Maeda. Good relationship with the fans. I just want to see a bit more service, and that's when you say to yourself, if Matt O'Reilly moves on, do we go in for Bernardo? Do we sign Bernardo even if Matt O'Reilly is not going to move on? So let me know in the comments, folks. 89 people tuning in. Please press subscribe. What's happening with the keeper, Keith? We're linked with the Man United number 2. There's been reports of 3 million. There's been reports of 10 million. He's 26 years of age. He's only played 1 game for Manchester United. 6'5". He's played 154 games for Fenerbahce, and he has a record of 53 clean sheets. So, yep. I don't know we're going to be linked with A and B and Z, to be honest with you, in this window, because we need to get a replacement for Joe Hart. And clubs are going to be stubborn because they know that Celtic are desperate for a keeper. Look at Scott Bain's in the rankings because he's there to cover the Scottish players in Europe for the UEFA Rota. That's all Scott Bain's there for. And he has came in a couple of times and done a job, Scott Bain. But Benjamin Seacrest, let's be honest, I like Benji. I met Benji last year. Nice guy, had a good chat with him. Got off the plane when we I was going to Dublin today after we won the treble. I didn't even know it was him until my mate spotted him. But I think his head is, his heart is somewhere else. I think it's going to be another Starfelt. He's going to just jump ship. And I wouldn't be surprised he goes to Australia down to his missus. And look at leave him to it. What about McCarthy? McCarthy gets offloaded. Simple as that. I think it's criminal that James McCarthy is getting paid that wage at Celtic. I just think it's absolutely nonsense. You think the club would just cut the contract? It's absolutely disgusting. TikTok Shushburger. we need keeper to be a first one, and 100%, man. We need a keeper. Start with the spine. As I said, if it's a case that I did say last night on the channel, I would like to see us get Liverpool's left back, Owen Beck. But there's a report that currently Owen Beck has an injury now, and he could be out for a couple of months. So write that off. We need to sign a left back. Look at Greg Taylor. Yeah, he's a decent left back, but he's not the answer for Europe. His confidence is not there in Europe. He's not. It's like he doesn't get past the halfway line in Europe. He's like he struggles. It's like the whole tactics gets him when it comes to high intense games in Europe. And look, Greg Taylor has been a good servant for Celtic. This is a guy we brought in to be Tierney's replacement. At the same time, we brought Bolingoli in as well. That was a weird transfer window. Like, I remember we got Jeremy Frimpong the same day as Greg Taylor, And then we got Bolingoli a couple of weeks before that. Bolingoli played his debut game against Sarajevo away, and I thought he was honking that day. But yeah. It's because he's late Father McCarthy's were a big Celtic man. I know he brought. It doesn't matter. I'm not like it shouldn't be how much it. I honestly don't know. Reportedly he's meant to be on 24 grand a week. I honestly don't know. I might be able to pull out some stats. I don't know how accurate they are. Celtic wage bill. Let's see. Let's see who is. And this is an old article. I don't know when this article was. Give me a second. I want to see when this was. Right. Let's just snip this. Let's just snip this and put this up for you, right? Just to give you an idea of the wages that some of these players are on. If this wants a screenshot. Right. Let's just put this up. How's it going, Koizo? What's the crack? How are you, buds? I need to get you back on the podcast soon. Hope as well. I'm just going to snip this picture and put it up for you. This is just a wage structure of some of the players, top earners at Celtic at the moment. Right, delete that and then we can put this up. This is from One Football. I don't know how accurate it is, but look, we'll just go by and we'll have a see what we think. So, Kyogo's on 25 grand a week. Callum's on 32 grand. I thought he was actually on 40 grand a week. Carter Vickers is on, and you obviously this is an old contract, folks. Carter Vickers was probably on more than that now. This was issued on the 23rd of January. So obviously Carter Vickers signed a new deal at the end of January, a couple of days after this. So the Carter Vickers one is not right. Narowski is on 20 grand a week. 20 grand a week. Rio Atate is on 20 grand a week. So I wonder why when English teams come around sniffing around, I wonder why these players are not jumping ship. You know, if I was getting offered triple the wages for some clubs, I would be gone as well. And if I won everything. I know it sounds terrible. But at the same time, some of these English teams can't offer Champions League football. And they can't be adored as well. So let's have a look. The Celtic board need to be spending big money because Rangers will be spending big money. Rangers won't be spending big money. Rangers don't have money to spend, to be honest with you. They're bringing in players from South America that are literally pittance, absolute pittance. Now we got a player obviously from South America last season, which came from Greek football. Lewis Palma. My verdict on Lewis Palma is I think he's going to have a good season. I think there's potential there with Lewis Palma. If he gets his head in the game and stops doing all this showpost stuff, I think we have a player there in Lewis Palma. So give me a second, folks. Just looking at this here. So keep the comments going. So I'm surprised no one's asked me about the jersey. This is a picture of the home jersey. I know he's probably all seen it yesterday. Look at this on long sleeve. I like it on long sleeve. There's another picture there. These pictures are from Celtic's official page, just in case I get done for copyright. There's the goalkeeper jersey. I've said this already. Adidas will try use the same concept for majority of the clubs for when it comes to the goalkeeper jerseys. I really like this top without the sponsor on it. I think Dafabet looks rotten on it. To be honest, the yellow just turns you off it. There's the jersey without the Dafabet as well. So yeah, let's get these comments in. Let's have a look. As I said, all I'm on this tonight is to chat to you, and I want to build a couple of more subscribers as well. So whoever's on Facebook, ask me 100 questions. There's the link here. Here's the link here. If it goes onto it, 2 seconds. Just click that there, Ian Stewart. It'd be really appreciated. Just click that link. It'll be sound just a sub to the channel. It's free of charge. It's a disaster, David. Thank God there's only 1 year left of the alphabet. There's only 1 year left of Adidas as well. Loving the green stripes into the shorts. I haven't even looked at the shorts, to be honest with you. I've just been too busy looking at the actual home top. But I will have a look at it. Any pictures of the away jersey? Right, there's obviously this leaked picture going around of the dark green away jersey. I just want to confirm this to you, right, folks. That is false. And I'll tell you how it's false. Because there's a guy that follows me on Instagram that sent me the concept picture he'd done of this jersey 4 weeks ago. So I just want to put it out there that that's not the league jersey. So anyone that's getting excited about this dark green jersey, it's not the one. And let me see, where is it? Okay. Let's see, can I get this now so I can show you? This is annoying me. What's his name on it? I need to find this. I probably won't be able to find it because we're going to have so many mails here from obviously all these events that happening, the trophy days, Triungay, Scottish Cup final. Looking at like people whacking me with like loads of DMs to put pictures up of obviously these celebrations. So let me see, can I find this actual jersey? I don't know if he's all seen it, but I did tag him in it. I posted on the page, I did, because it's a nice concept, really nice concept. It's not real, folks, by the way. I wish it was real. Really wish it was real. 2 weeks ago, where is it gone? No, I can't find it. I'll have to root it out for the next podcast. Let's see. Let me see. I think down south it's a case of money. 100%. I'm always favourite of hoops and long sleeve. 100%. And obviously, was it Rangers chief executive left today? Was it? Let's bury the Bears. 100%. That's how we operate. Edward says he'd be happy. Wants to be happy again. Edward's mentality. Edward was a lazy shite towards his last season at Celtic. Like, people are saying, bring Hoyer back, bring Edward back. Yeah, Edward scored 78. No, it's not 78 goals. 87 goals in 154 appearances for Celtic. Some really phenomenal moments with Odson Edward. But I'd rather Adam Ida. I'd rather Adam Ida because Adam Ida knows what the crack is. He's a Celtic fan. He's a Cork boy. You see the emotions of him scoring them big goals. Edward's just like, don't want that French mentality. We need someone that actually wants to play for the short, not for the wage, play for the short. The wage is always an incentive as well. No, I don't want Edward back. I'm sorry. I know that a couple of weeks ago I said I wouldn't mind him back, but you know what? Thinking about it long term, it's not worth it. Not worth it. I'd rather have Adam Ida in the door, and hopefully our club can get started. Hopefully big Michael Nicholson can get up. Like, if it came to the case that if Kyogo does go, I wouldn't mind taking Edward back, but I'd rather Ida over Edward. I know that sounds crazy, but I don't think Kyogo's going to go. I don't believe this Japanese rumors. I spoke to someone from Japan that actually dropped a story about Kyogo before he joined us, and she said to me straight that he won't go to Red Diamonds. They have the money there, 100%. They're backed. More money for the fans to fork out. We spent so much. Look at this is the marketing stunt. You don't have to buy these jerseys. If no one's putting a gun to your head and say, buy this, buy that, buy this to be up with the times, you don't have to. At the end of the day, it's giving you an option to buy a nice top. Obviously we want to keep putting money in the club, but the club has enough money anyway. They have enough money there. They're going to make the 60 million from the Champions League. We've seen how much money the revenue forecast the previous season as well. They're doing up, obviously, Barrafield. They're improving Lennoxtown. They're obviously improving the pitches in Barrafield and stuff like that. So yeah, it's good numbers in here tonight, folks. 131 people. So please do subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna check now. I'm gonna check the stats. Just give me a second now. See, now it's going to go into the YouTube studio. So I'm up to 17,514. Can we get this up to 17,520? 6 more subs by the end of this podcast, folks. I'm at the putting the link there. Another 6 more subs would be appreciated. It's free of charge to subscribe. There is a membership scheme if you want to donate 99 pence a month to help me with the channel. You don't have to. The yellow strip is the away strip going to be yellow? I hope so. Look, there's going to be leaked concept pictures over the next couple of weeks of it should be this, it should be that. But one thing I will assure you is that this old school Adidas crest, that's not going to be on the jerseys. Adidas don't operate like that when they're pushing their marketing, especially on jerseys that are actually going to be worn. So it's just going to be the normal Adidas or Adidas, which way you want to pronounce it. Down south money's hopeless. Let's see. David De Gea would be brilliant. I would love to have David De Gea Celtic, but he was on 365 grand a week at Man United. That's why he didn't get a new contract. So if he wanted to come into Celtic for about 50 grand a week or 40 grand a week, I think it's madness. Callum Gregor's only on 32 grand a week. I think he should be in the highest paid player because he's the skipper. You know, Edouard likes wearing pajamas. Edouard likes wearing everything, but he needs if we're going to be ambitious. Look at Edouard has scored in the Europa League for Celtic and stuff like that, but I'd rather Adamida. I think Adamida is obviously just gets it. Even the Saudis are staying clear. We don't want all players coming back for their pension. People didn't want Brendan Rodgers coming back, and he's back. You know, Fraser Foster came back, done a job. You know, I've said this about on the channel a couple of times in the last couple of weeks. I wouldn't take Fraser Foster back at Celtic. I think the whole Fraser Foster ship has sailed since 2020. He's 36 now, and we need to move forward as a club, move forward as a project. Not bringing in these players on loan and then I'll get rid of them after a season or two. It's not. What's the point? Regards to the Manchester United keeper, if we are reportedly putting 3 million between 3 to 5 million on the table to get him in, and I know a couple of reporters have shot down these rumours saying both clubs are not interested in doing a deal. You never know. What age of the keeper would you like? Someone between 26 to 30. You know, give them so we can get them then 3 years of European football, and then we can obviously sell them off as well if we need to when they hit the 30s as well, because keepers obviously last a bit longer than outfield players. Most keepers do. Can you please say hello to my American wife, Janine? Is it Janine? How's it going, Janine? What's the crack? Hope you're well. Shout out from your husband, Celtic Cruiser. So there you go. Hello. I hope you could subscribe to the channel Celtic Cruiser on the YouTube. So you can get yourself on the big YouTube and you'll see my mullet on it. Hail, Raymond. How are you getting on? Hope is well. It's great to see a good few numbers in here tonight, folks. Outstanding. Absolutely outstanding to see. So not be able to find him. Kaiser Bud. Hail. How's it going, Morris? Great numbers in here tonight, folks. As I said, all I'm looking for is me Facebook and me X followers to jump over and subscribe. As I said, I'm looking for another 6 more subs. There's enough people in it tonight to get me up to another sub. Come on, folks. Come on. Let's get that up. Look, you can see it. 17,514. Let's get that up. Come on. Let's get that sorted, folks. Get on it. The link's below. What position do you think we need to get first? 100% goalkeeper, Rab. We don't have. Imagine we don't get a goalkeeper in for pre-season. Some people will start getting a bit skeptic. Luckily, we don't have European qualifiers. Yes, we have our pre-seasons against the likes of Man City and Chelsea and stuff there, and Ayr as well. Somerset Park. Got to try get a ticket for that game down in there. Obviously bring him home. Bring who home? Is it Jota? Jota's living up in Saudi Arabia. He's too colourful for Saudi, if you ask me. He misses the brazen head. I miss the brazen head at times as well. He's Bumblebee jersey on. I'd love to see him come back. I would love to see him come back, even if for long for a season, It would be great. Adam is a powerful man. So yeah. Some person subbed. Thank you very much who subbed. Thank you very much. At least someone's pulling their finger out. Legend, whoever it is. Write in the comments saying that was me. Thought Jota was on loan in England. Jota was meant to go to West Ham, and then obviously that deal broke down. That's what happened with that. I think because the Saudi window actually closes earlier than the English window. That's what I think it was down to. Hell from Melbourne, Australia. Good morning to you, Scott, in Australia. I hope it's well down there, down under. It is a winter now in Australia. Hope it's not too cold for you. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good to see people. Tell us where you're tuning in from. Any Canadians in? Hope you like the jersey. Have the AJ on. So I want to see as well. Thanks very much for the love, Lloyd. Thanks very much. Thanks very much, Stefan. Thank you very much, Mark, Warren, Jared Kelly, Brad King, Caroline Rooney. Who else do we have there as well? Catherine Doherty. Yeah, same for all the likes on Facebook, folks. How's it going from sunny Coatbridge, the Republic of Coatbridge, Little Ireland? How's it going in Scotland? Hell, smell the glove. Love to see all these members coming in. See this thing here beside after the glove. This is a membership thing, folks. 99 pence. So I'd be happy if we sign a left back, Alexandre Berda Bay. He is going to be on loan in Brazilian football until December. And the only other left back we have who became a new improved deal is Adam Montgomery. Obviously, Adam Montgomery played at Aberdeen on loan a couple of years back when Scott Brown was there, went to St. Johnstone on loan, and then he went to Fleetwood and didn't work out. Speaking of Fleetwood, I'd like to see, obviously, Bosa Nahal come back off his loan move, maybe get a bit of game time in pre-season. Obviously, he got moved up into the midfield position with Fleetwood, and he played really well with Fleetwood. I know League One is different to obviously the Scottish Premier League, but let's see what happens. I'm not ruling out Bosa Nahal Celtic career. I think we need to sit down with Daniel Kelly and offer him a new approved contract. If he bluffs the contract and does a Ben Doak, let him go. If Rockavat is not happy with the contract he's been offered and both parties are not just willing to just cut this, they'll probably go. And we see what happened with Karamoko. Karamoko went, and sometimes these players, they get offered these contracts and they get this big professional contract, and they just don't cut it when it comes to signing these big deals. The Republic of Coatbridge. I've touched on this, Natalie. I'll go over it again. I'll read out the stats for you. 2 seconds, Natalie. Thanks for definitely not him anyway. 2 seconds. Let's see. Royston, East End, is it? East End. Is that where St. Rox is? Let me see. There you go. So this is from Transfer Market. So Transfer Market, obviously very accurate with that stuff. Right-footed, 6'5", played one game for Man U, 154 games for Fenerbahce. Contracts up in 27. Turkish international. Market value 10 million. Reports that were meant to be going between 3 and 5 million for him, offering a 4-year deal. And let's see what happens. A couple of reporters from the Daily Mail have brushed this speculation down, saying that Man United and Celtic, there's nothing going on there. It's just paper talk. But stranger things have happened, as I said already in the channel. Would I like to see this guy come in 100%? Looked at his sales for Fenerbahce, obviously European experience in there as well, playing for a big Turkish club, obviously playing in big Turkish derbies as well, and the likes of Galatasaray, Besiktas, clubs like that. let's see what happens. We're going to be linked, as I said, we're going to be linked to Kevin Callagher. We're going to be linked to other keepers. Yeah, they've denied it. That's what I'm saying. So it's all paper talk at the moment. Kelly deserves a better deal. So does Frame. I don't know. Frame obviously looked all right. We'll end up getting the Liverpool goalkeeper, Kevin Keller. If he fork the cash, Olympiacos keeper, done well last night in the Europa Conference League. People were asking me in the live stream last night, should we have got Daniel Podence? Maybe we should have. The 28-year-old attacking midfielder. That's just reading the thing here. So yeah, just reading that. Late night show tonight, 100%. Heather, hello, hope as well. Only team in the village. Instead of pop on, trying to route more subs out. Obviously, reaching out to the Facebook audience as well. So, any Facebook people that have tuned in for the first time, you want to see more of these shows. I do more of them on YouTube. So please jump over to YouTube. Click this link in the comments. It'll redirect you to YouTube, and you just press the subscribe button, free of charge. Winner, chicken dinner, you know. Anytime you want me, keep them available. Happy days, guys. I'll be on it like a car bonnet. I'll be in touch with you in the next couple of days. Probably won't do one with you until next week. Paper talk. You're gonna get a lot of paper talk, David. It's gonna be a lot of paper talk, to be honest. And as I said a lot of times on this channel, 90% of players that are linked with Celtic is not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Simple as that. You know, we're gonna be linked with about 50 goalkeepers. You know, we were linked with the Belgian goalkeeper off Wolfsburg, and there's obviously talks of him going to Saudi now. This is what happens. Yep, the ego card. What's your thoughts on a buyback scheme for fans? I 100% go with it. Look at Arsenal. Arsenal do the buyback scheme. I think we have obviously a big waiting list. I think it's like 12,000 in the waiting list at the moment for season tickets. I think a lot of fans travel from Ireland over, and then the ferries and the bad weather, especially with the winter, and there does be empty seats, and plus the weather of Glasgow as well does be shambolic. But I think there should be an incentive there. I've always said as well with Celtic, there should be an incentive. If you're a season ticket holder, you should be getting 20% off merchandise, official club merchandise, because it means that you're pumping that high value money into it. And if you want to keep buying merch, give season ticket holders more of an incentive. Simple as that. I think the women's game should be covered with your season ticket as well. I know a lot of people don't be happy with, you have to obviously buy the Champions League package separate. I think there should be a discount rate with Champions League as well. Look, I don't know the full operations of how the ticket prices work with Celtic. I don't know the full operations how the ballot works, because I'm not a season ticket holder at this moment of time. So I think if you're a season ticket holder, I think you should get full access to Celtic TV. I think you should get 20% off merch. And if you have kids, it should be 25% off merch as well. So you can push the products, and obviously keep the Celtic tradition going as well. I think there should be a discount rate on food and beverages as well. I think you should have a 10% discount rate when it comes to hospitality plans as well, especially if you're a season ticket holder. I just think the club should be looking at smarter ways to boost sales. And look, they're in a great financial state at the moment, but these kind of incentives wouldn't work out. Like it's like a loyalty card, you know. So every Celtic game is sold out, but the stadium might not have been. Like we all just hope that Celtic doesn't go very corporate, like it doesn't go EPL. Like that's the question you say to yourself: is does Celtic ever go to English football? What happens? Do we lose that real traditions with the club, with the fans, or is it a case that look, a club's open for all nationalities, all religions, all this and that, but we just don't want to go in corporate style. You don't want to go too corporate where you're getting fans from all over the world that don't even know who Jock Stein is. You look at the EPL, and half of half the fans in Old Trafford, half the fans in Anfield probably don't even know who Bob Paisley is or Matt Busby is. That's the God honest truth. Probably don't even know who Juan Sebastian Veron was. It's players like that. Like you go to Celtic Park, you're seeing these statues, you're seeing on Celtic Way, you're seeing Billy McNeil, you get up to that reception, the front doors, you're seeing Jinky, you're seeing Brother Walford, you're seeing the Tommy Burns mural on the left hand side of the reception, you're seeing the Jock Steen. And I always said I'd love to see one day. My mate Gaz came up with this idea. He would love to see the Lisbon Lions being put all the way down Celtic Way. The locals, we can't get them tickets like these YouTubers get them. I don't get tickets, man. I don't get tickets. Be honest. I mean, if a mate of mine can't make the game, they'll message me saying, "Do you want to take me ticket? Yes or no, or I'll buy a ticket." I'm not like these fancy YouTubers that put this tripod on, or I don't like that experience. I like to go and watch the game and chill with a friend and enjoy it. I just don't like. I find that I know some people love doing it as a job. I just don't find it appealing to me to sit there and snip clips of the game and goals and stuff. Just be at it and just enjoy it. If people want to watch it on the screen, there's a Sky Sports or there's this and that. I just don't enjoy it, man. I just don't enjoy it. Shout out to Football Adventure, Sam. Sam does a really good job, by the way. Sam is really good. Enjoy his channel. There's some really good YouTube channels out there that do the freelance stuff, and they're remarkable. They deserve these silver YouTube plaques. Once you get to 100,000 subs, you get that. One day I'll have that silver YouTube in the back. They used to do a platinum one. They used to do one for 10,000, and then obviously YouTube got bigger and bigger. They brought out this YouTube program, so it's all different. And if I say to anyone that's thinking of setting up a YouTube channel with you and the boys, or your kids setting up a YouTube channel, go for it. Go for nothing to lose. You're gonna get people that are gonna talk down to you like a piece of dirt and tell you you can't pronounce this right, you can't spell this right, you can't say this right. Who cares? Who cares? You only live once. Yeah, like I couldn't pronounce Nacham for years, just the way I pronounced it. Like I used to say Nietzsche. Don't care. At the end of the day, at least I'm taking the balls to get on and chat to you. Agree. Well said. I like your channel. Live in the moment. Breathe it all in. Exactly. Face value stuff. That's what it is. If you could subscribe, maybe recommend the podcast. Yeah, that's it. Once you subscribe, there's a bell there. You just press that bell, and then anytime there's a live video that comes out or a video, just go in and have a look. All I'm asking is a thumbs up. Like I'm a big advocate of talking about mental health in my channel, folks. I've no problem talking about struggles I've been through in my life, and Celtic have got me through it. Fans like you have got me through it. Like I moved over here for a bigger reason. I moved over here because I'm doing good in life and I'm enjoying being on the doorstep of Celtic Park. I can enjoy meeting people in my job that support the channel, and I just feel it feels more better to me. It gives me more adrenaline. It gives me more confidence, because when I do it in Dublin, probably 1 in 1,000 people probably wouldn't know my channel or know me. Over here, it just feels great. It feels great. Feels great to meet someone on the street and talk about certain Celtics topics. It feels good to throw the come on the hoop stuff at them, because at the end of the day, we're all fans. This is not about an ego. This is all about enjoying the love of Celtic. That's what it's all about. Some people live in an ego. Some people think that I'm a big YouTuber. I deserve this privilege. I deserve this. Mate, you're just a person. Yeah. Don't want to lose the spirit, bro. Definitely not. You have to go to you'll have to be at the home cup games game to get. Well, let's see. Michael says the Celtic fans were brilliant when we played Rangers. I loved seeing all the wee flags around the stadium. I done the walk up to Hampden last Saturday with my mate Danny from Derry, and what a spectacle! I was here for when we won the league at Rugby Park. I went up to Celtic Park, went live, and I do apologise to anyone that was watched. I do apologise to anyone that was watching that and there wasn't a great streaming. Let's be honest, Celtic Park is like the Bermuda Triangle. The coverage is absolutely dirt. And we had people going on this, getting angry, unsubscribing, because at least I was trying to stream it. At least I was trying to give you an experience of being there, seeing it, seeing what was going on. People were expecting me to go up with like big flashlights, Sky Sports news cameras, and I'm like, calm yourself down. Calm yourself down. I just whipped out a phone, whipped this phone out and just went live. Simple as that, you know? So yeah. Pyro. Don't want to lose the spirit. Building connection in place. It's 100%. And that's what's special about this club. That's what's special about this club. You go anywhere in the world, you see a Celtic jersey and you're adored. You're adored, you know. Give Keith the green plaque. I don't want anything. I just want more subscribers. Build this channel. Build this channel. As I said already, I'm here to build rapport with you. I'm here to hear your opinion. You may agree, you may disagree. It's all tied to opinion, you know. Yes, Kakawaka, you know. I drove the Celtic Cruiser every day, enjoyed. So is this the guy in Philly, is it? Is this the guy in Philadelphia that has the flags outside the house? Is that you, Philly? Or the Celtic Cruiser, is it? That plays the songs. Is that that green taxi? Am I right saying that, or is that a different car? Am I getting confused? By the way, I just want to show him something here over here. While we're here. So if there's any Celtic supporters groups, any CSCs in the world, and you want me to wear these as scarves on the podcast, no problem at all. There you go. There's you can't really see because of the green screen. So there's Detroit Celtic. Shout out the lads in Detroit for sending me over to this scarf. Shout out to the lads. Unbelievable stuff. And then there's this one here. The Pittsburgh Celtic supporters group. Obviously, my best friend lives in Pittsburgh, but shout out to Sean and the lads sending this over to me. Absolutely unbelievable stuff. So yeah, a couple of CSCs that sent the scarves over. So when I tend to go to the games, I try to wear a different scarf each time. So if you're living in Canada, Melbourne, if you just want to send me a scarf, all means, I'll be happy to wear it and give you a shout out and put on the socials for you. 100%, 100%. Yeah. Oh, brilliant. Told you, Keith. See me comment. Good stuff. Shout out to the lads in Philadelphia as well. Good stuff. I've never been to Philly. I've been to Pittsburgh a couple of times. Not for any CSCs. Is anyone going to the Chelsea game? One of my friends is going to the Chelsea game. Celtic are now in talks to negotiate a smaller fee for Paulo Bernardo. There's obviously been reports of 7 million, 7.5 million. We'll see what happens with that. Just give me 2 seconds now. I'm going to jump off the next 5 minutes, folks. So I appreciate the support tonight. It's been a good podcast on have you ever met Paul the Team? Yeah, I've met Paul. I've done a podcast with Paul as well before. Nice guy. What's your source on 6 million is a steal? It's a loan option to buy. They can't cut the price. This is what the problem with Benfica is. They're probably snapping when we bought Jota off them for a little. Well, what was it, about 7 million? The Lenny Mobile, that's the one. First car was the Lenny Mobile, Philadelphia, died 3 years ago, and now is the Celtic Cruiser. I moved to North Carolina. I'm gonna have to get you on the channel one of the nights. Have you ever done the podcast with the Celtic Worlds? Shout out to Gavin, the lads. Shout out to Gavin in Malaysia. They're a really good podcast, the Celtic World. Give them a look, folks. Really good, solid podcast. They do 2 podcasts a week. I enjoy watching them. They always have a bit of sense of humor as well. So yeah. Been to Philly, Rocky Steps, etc. I've never been to Philly. I've been to Pittsburgh, been to Boston. You'll know me from Twitter. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good to see good connections in here tonight. Good connections. Good stuff. Right, folks, I'm going to jump off. There'll be no podcast tomorrow night, but there might be a podcast on Saturday. Depends what crack. See what the crack is. If any talks start heating up in the next couple of days, if it is Bernardo, if it is Ida, if it is a goalkeeper thing, I'll do a short video talking about and giving you the insights as much as I know. And as I said, from the bottom of my heart, I really appreciate you all supporting the channel. Just please subscribe. All I'm asking is, I'm not putting a gun to the head. Just subscribe. I'm trying to get this up. I'm trying to get this up to 18,000. You know, I'm different from most Celtic podcasts. I'm very honest. So let me see how he even jumped up. Another sub. Happy days. Good stuff. Did you see the football stadium I shaved? No, I didn't. If the Ultras will travel to the US, probably not. To be honest with you, it's all just a friendly. It's not. I don't know. Probably not. Right, I'm gonna jump off, folks. Thanks very much for tuning in. Have a good one, and speak to you all soon. Take care.